Yo, Frank, word is some kind of lunatic is hiding out in a building around there.
Maybe I should check that out.
We are of mind, young apostle. Only watch your ass. Those bombs creep me right the hell out.
Welcome back to Dead Rising 4. The first thing we're going to do is fight the last maniac, and it really needs a cutscene. I know I keep harping on this, but I feel it. I can see it in an alternate universe where this fight was amazing. But you can't have amazing when it's just dialogue.
There's only so much you can convey, but you have to make animations, you have to have mocap.
Faster end, his darkling presence heralding Willemsen!
Wow, that's not creepy.
No, it isn't. What?
Like,
They just explode into fire like that?
they just appear. And, oh, it's such a missed opportunity, because this guy...
It's so video gamey.
It is. The Scare King is probably one of my favorites because he is Scarecrow from Batman. Like, point for point, he is Scarecrow from Batman.
Oh god, you're killing survivors, aren't you?
You know, that would be a cooler plot point. Especially when I do this to people. No, unfortunately, they didn't go that angle, but they're bad guys. And here comes the Scare King. Now, I'm gonna jack the volume way down, because this motherfucker's weapon clips all audio.
God!
Do you hear that shit?
That's the real scary part. I'm afraid you're gonna blow up my speakers.
Yeah, it's really bad. So I'm gonna turn that down for you. This guy has two separate attacks. Whenever you shoot at him, he's more likely to disappear and reappear somewhere farther along where he can shoot you with 3 pumpkins that explode and ruin your speakers. But his main weapon, the one you get for killing him, is so much better than that, because we've seen it before.
I like his face, though.
It is nice. It's basically a Servbot helmet, but a jack-o'-lantern.
Looks like he belongs in, like, a Bonk's adventure game from the mid-90s.
Maybe this is one of Bonk's transformations. It's like, oh, hey, we ate a piece of meat and we turned into Scare King. There we go.
And he's dead.
I just figured out who that guy is. It's the elementary school trauma teacher.
Who teaches drama to elementary school students?
See, that's brilliant! That should have been in a cutscene that doesn't exist.
Imagine his monologue. I try to bring out the most in people. The true actor within. But it's so hard to have 7-year-olds really bring out the true drama of Othello's tale.
It writes itself, honestly.
It does. It does write itself. You don't even have to spend that much money on it. Come on!
So it seems both of his weapons are able to be picked up after you kill him, but the main one you want is the Reaper from Dead Rising 3. It's Death's Scythe. That's what you get from him. The Firestarter doesn't even have the same effect that I know of that he uses in his fight, so you can't shoot flaming pumpkins at things. But the Reaper lost its ability to steal souls. So it's just a swingy weapon now. It doesn't have any of the exploding skulls. It doesn't have anything.
Yeah, but at least we got the magic one that turns things into presents. I still can't get over that.
Fucking magic! But we can't steal souls.
If I hide here, there's no way he can... Oh!
I was about to make, this is a good Christian game, but then I realized that magic kind of goes against that. We can't steal souls, and we can't use magic in Dead Rising 4, the most Christian game out there.
The only way you can get a perfect 10 out of 10 from me is if you apply Orthodox Christian laws to it.
Is that Tom? Sounds like
Let's celebrate Christmas, aka the pagan holiday.
So that the group may live.
I can imagine. You should really put Christ in Christmas. Just saying.
No better than a zombie. Today we
if Front Wealth actually just broke character for one moment and said, you know, I really want to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, I would lose my shit. I would love this game so much better.
Hang on. So, at the end of the game, Front Wealth goes front stage and goes, and then we're in the same country as shepherds, abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them, and they were sore afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring unto you good tidings of great joy, shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. This shall be a sign unto you. Ye shall find the babe wrapped in the swaddling clothes lying in a manger. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host, praising God and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth, peace, goodwill towards men.
And then a choir of zombies
shit.
in the background sing Silent Night. Silent Night. You know, go full ham. Have your Dead Rising 4 nativity scene. That would be hilarious.
It's a Christmas game, right?
It is a Christmas game. You know, I'm not feeling the holiday cheer.
Kylie Hammond, who would tear us apart, is no better than a zombie.
Yeah, nothing says Christmas cheer like some chick getting executed by, you know, the person who's sworn to protect people.
Punch my way through.
Well, I mean, that's what the original nativity scene was. It was a crucifixion.
Uh-oh. Ooh, that was weird. So, as I'm going through this game, you know, it's held together with foam and caution tape. This game is slowly breaking down the further I get into the game. For example, for some reason, that zombie jumped on me, but he got hurt by the sledge saw that was inactive, but apparently there's still hit points attached to the saw part.
Yeah, I have seen weird things with the damage in this game. It feels like you just get hurt on nothing.
You get hurt on nothing, items don't deal damage like they should. It's all over the place, and it's driving me insane.
You guys are the worst zombies ever, like the Hitlers of zombies.
Ha ha. Hitler was a bad dude.
Yeah, now you guys have the front wealth of zombies.
You know, that canonically means that Hitler existed in this world. In this Dead Rising universe.
So why the fuck did we not have zombie Hitler?
I mean, Wolfenstein did it.
Does Wolfenstein have did they have, like, a copyright on Hitler?
I don't know. I seriously doubt it. I hope they don't.
Figure a dickbag like Hitler would be in the public domain now.
You know, just like the nativity scene. Public domain for everyone.
I just read off what Linus said in the Great Charlie Brown Christmas or whatever.
Exactly. I knew you were quoting that. That's fantastic. You found that quick, by the way.
I just... See, Google Foo, my man, I'm a black belt. If I type in Linus, speech, transcript, bam.
Bam. Oh, that's fantastic. It's the Great Pumpkin, Front Wealth.
Yeah, I want to see him get shot up in a doghouse.
You know, maybe I should put, like, Charlie Brown music in the background. Actually, you know what? Let's make a different comparison. This is the tree from Charlie Brown Christmas in video game form.
But it turned into a lovely, beautiful tree at the end of the special, though.
Yeah, you know, I'll kind of go with that, because this game eventually does end. And, you know, that's when it gets all gutsied up as a fantastical tree.
Are we gonna end this with us going, Merry Christmas, Dead Rising 4?
I mean, if you want... you know, it's been difficult planning this, because the original idea was to do the entire month of December doing this series, but, you know, that didn't pan out because of different circumstances. It honestly could have been done. I'm not kidding. I have the correct number of episodes to have had this end on either the day before or on Christmas Eve. But, you know, I kind of like how we've been releasing these. It gives me more time to work on it. By the way, goodbye, Exosuit. Poof.
Of course.
Kylie Jade Hammond.
Tom, no!
For conspiring against your lord, look at me, and commandeering his rightful possessions, and plotting his death!
You think you're a leader? You're just a lunatic!
You are hereby sentenced to a beheading, in accordance with the laws...
Nut job!
...set down by me! Ah! Ah! Bitch! Ah!
Hey! Over here!
Traitor! This don't concern you, Frank!
Okay, so now we have to kill the fascist.
I am going to kill you for...
Hey, say no more.
So let's do that. This is one of the easiest fights in the game, because all he does is hide behind cover.
I have another weak one, too. You ready for this one?
Alright, what you got?
I'm not Antifa. I'm Uncle Front.
No, you faggot!
Why? I mean, I'll give you credit for the wordplay. I will always give you credit for the wordplay. But the fact that you actually said it out loud, that in itself docks points.
What do you think I... Again, do you think I tell these puns, you know, with my hand over my, you know, my Cheshire grin, just here's another pun for you. No, I'm mad too. I'm mad too that the neurons in my brain, instead of figuring out, you know, what to do with my life, they just say, hey, here's another dumb wordplay.
Like, do you look at yourself in the mirror on certain days and just, like a tear rolls down your cheek? The thought, what have I become, just pops into your head.
And you can have it all. My empire of puns.
Oh, God. Yeah, this fight's almost over. The Blambo actually wrecks this fight because all of his minions die in one shot. Even if you shoot the barricade that he's behind, the Blambo blows him up, and it takes so much health.
Something about the music stopping on that picture is kind of funny.
Hi. Yep, that's me. I bet you're wondering how I got into this situation. Alright, time to kill him with the power of Tchaikovsky.
Wait, Kylie, wait! Just a second, I was just trying to protect you. You're all my people. You needed my protection.
You call that protection?
You don't understand. Look, a father, he has to make choices for his children. Sometimes...
Nice. Fist bump. Seriously, come on. What, you know? Come on, everybody does that. It's like the in thing.
The fist pump, the fact that it's kind of just popping in and out of textures, oh man, that's Dead Rising 4 to me.
Now I just have to kill it.
Alright, well now that we've clumsily blown through that boss fight.
So, there's this zombie in an exosuit, and... forget it. I need to blow a hole in the suit.
No, I think that about covers it. There's a zombie in an exosuit. Oh shit, say no more, my god.
Thanks, Hammond. You're a real pal.
Alright, well, that's that. The fascist is dead. And now we have a bit of cleanup to do before we hit our point of no return. Look at all those things I forgot in the main mall. Okay. Let's not get down.
Did that still say day 1?
I think it did.
You know, I thought you were dead back there.
Boy, they're right. There is no timer. There is no time. We're in a pocket dimension.
Whoa.
And the thing is, it's already gone from day to night to day to night. Like twice.
Then why even have it if you're not even gonna...
And the thing is, they took out the sacrifice for the night zombies, you know, when they become stronger after 8 p.m. That was removed for the fresh zombies and the smart zombies.
Didn't even tap the fucking buttons. It's just no effort on display here. Probably no time for effort.
We got the crunch time, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we're not crunching, but we kind of are.
Do you know if this game had crunch?
I doubt it.
Too bad you can't see what finger I'm holding.
Capcom's normally pretty good about that, at least to my knowledge.
So what's worse, do you think? Rushing or crunching?
They're both pretty bad. One destroys creativity and one destroys, you know, a decent product. Yeah.
Or you could, you know, go for both and make a game like Cyberpunk 2077.
God, I want to play that game so bad just to see how jank it is.
I'm gonna wait till they fix everything, because it looks alright otherwise.
Sometimes you just see a game that has notoriety for all the wrong reasons. You see it's a buggy mess, and then you realize, what if I also played it and found my own glitches?
I think it'll eventually be good, but it's gonna be far too late for some people.
Oh yeah. 3 years down the line when they finally roll out the final patch to make it a playable game, nobody's gonna give a shit.
Like, I think by the time the expansion packs come out, like if they were gonna do that like they did for Witcher 3, I think then it'll be worth getting, because then they'll fix everything, but... Right now, nah.
It's pretty bad. So hey, here is proof that we have defeated every maniac. All of their weapons are now available for us to buy for 500 scrap. Something I should have mentioned in the episode where we fought the cult leader. The sword you can find. There is a small chance that you can get a sword that basically breaks the game. It is the most powerful weapon in the game, but sometimes it doesn't load correctly. So, you might get a sword that does regular damage, or you can get a sword that does colossal damage and kills everything in one hit.
So it's the Moonlight Blade.
Basically. Oh, by the way, you can get mustaches, tattoos, all this stuff, but you need to upgrade your safe house again. So you can only have the cool stuff unless...
You're not gonna sit here and convince me that Front Wealth here is a fucking Yakuza member.
Well, maybe he's just like the front guy, the guy you put at the front of the lines to get shot.
So, a grunt?
That's the word I'm looking for.
A goon?
A goon. I like that better, because it makes him seem like an oaf. Here's another one hidden in the ground. What could this one be? The Flaming Sword from Dead Rising 3! Alright!
I'm not gonna try and construe a pun out of this, but for some reason my brain went to Honey Bunches of Oafs.
Okay, that one was a stretch. No bonus points for that one.
There's no way I could have made anything convincing. It's like, hey, why don't you pour beeswax over your henchmen?
Beeswax! You know, if there was a combo weapon that just poured bees and beeswax on motherfuckers, I think that would be pretty funny.
Make more sense than the magic weapon.
Or, you know, let's take the Bioshock route. If we're having actual magic in this game, let's just go ahead and, you know, inject ourselves with powers to, like, shoot bees at people, shoot ice. Why not?
You know what I think would be a good weapon for Dead Rising 5?
What's that?
The Cure.
Dude!
It's basically an antivirus. You inject a syringe into one zombie in a horde, and then it either spreads to other zombies or it distracts other zombies so it eats the real people.
That is brilliant.
But that's a sandbox-worthy weapon, not an action game like this is.
Well, see, like, if you're giving players the cure, I would think that would be, like, 100% completion weapon. Like, a weapon made for messing around that's overpowered as crap.
Right. Or at least a very late game.
Yeah. See, that sounds like a great idea. If there is one saving grace, and I'll always say this about Dead Rising 4, even now while I'm playing it and getting really annoyed at it because we have another goddamn escort mission. I thought I was done with those. And there's a zombie in the cooler, hiding in the wall.
Usually when that happens.
Some of the combo weapons are the best the series has ever been, realistic or not. Like, we're eventually going to see what the Sentry Kittens do, and it's fucking hilarious. The Nutbuster? Great. Acid Maul? Sure.
It feels like we just had a weapon like this. Weren't you just holding one?
I did. I found one in the castle, but then it gave me the blueprint to where I can make it anytime I want.
It just looks like a stinky hammer. Like you dip the ball in skunk oil or something.
Ooh, yes. Ah, it smells so amazing.
At Frontwell, it's like, yeah, this is gonna really fuck up those zombies, and they're like, you realize they can't smell, right?
You know, for how much of an oaf that Front Wealth is, I have a feeling he would pick up like a Christmas cracker, you know, just the Christmas cracker, put honey on it, and, you know, it's a sticky bomb! I want to make this guy as incompetent as possible, is what I'm getting at.
So you give him a sledgehammer, and you give him a fire axe. Classic combination. We know what to do with this, don't we, people at home? Yeah, that's right. You take off the blade of the axe, and you take off the hammer part of the sledgehammer. Tape the two sticks together. Wha-boom! Double stick.
Aw, man! Front Whelp just made a double stick, y'all! He's ready. Do you remember the old short Saturdays Are Made for Dads from Dexter's
No.
Lab?
Oh, maybe.
Saturdays are made for dads.
Was that the new versions or the old?
That was the newer animation style.
Yeah, I didn't really watch those.
It's a short. By the way, you're going to watch this guy disappear while I'm explaining the short.
And
Wait for it. Hello? Oh, there he goes.
that was John. He looked like Gordon Freeman. Could it be that was John Freeman?
John Freeman, who was Gordon Freeman's brother. Save him.
Boy, this game had some full life consequences, didn't it?
Like a studio shutdown. Oops.
Oh dear.
Anyway, that short is basically what can go wrong when you don't know what you're doing. And it starts with Dad trying to clean his car. He accidentally, dents a window, accidentally breaks the windshield, does so many things, and says, I'll fix it later. Trying to put together this car after accidentally breaking all of it, and eventually he just says, fuck it, puts it in neutral, rolls it down a hill, and it falls onto a pile of alike cars. It's an escalation in like 6 minutes of so many things going wrong and saying, I'll fix it later. That had to have been how this development went.
The whole thing just looks like an over-ambitious production on people who really didn't know what they were doing.
I mean, you still had some of the core talent from Dead Rising 3, but a lot of them either, left or got laid off. Very sad story.
Or probably ignored.
Or ignored, yeah. There's a bad case of games now ignoring the testers, which is something you should never, ever, ever fucking do. By the way, Penguin.
Yes, I see the penguin.
Penguin. Penguin. Penguin.
It
Penguin. Penguin.
Does the same stuff that a lot of other weapons have done.
Yep, it spits an element. That's it.
What is it but a wearable ice gun?
Yeah, because we had the You know, we had the different dinosaur helmets that did the exact same thing where they just shoot an element, and that's it.
Can't even get excited about liquid nitrogen anymore. You see what this game has done to me? It has taken one of the few joys I have left and just muted it.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, man. It's cool.
I can't take this anymore!
Hey, wait! Are you crazy?
That's cold, bro. That's cold. By the way, we have another goddamn escort mission, so let's go ahead and do that while we're in the vicinity. I don't even know why I was doing this. Like, I recorded this last night, and I must have been, like...
61?
Yeah, I went up, like, tons of levels. For these past couple episodes, don't even look... Oh my god, he just popped out of existence before finishing his line. If you notice my levels changing, that's because I'm just rapid-firing going through. Level ups don't mean anything in this game. At all.
They really don't.
The only thing you get out of a level up is more points to spend on some arbitrary stat buff. Who cares? Like, when you reach level 50 in Dead Rising 1, you got Zombie Walk. That was your reward. Dead Rising 2, I don't even remember, but it was a good skill. Dead Rising 5, oh my god. Sorry, Freudian slip.
Dead Rising 5, you can fly!
Oh, you bring doom to all of those who oppose you. In Dead Rising 3, you got some of the best perks I've ever seen in a game. In Dead Rising 4, who gives a shit?
You get a trophy for it.
I don't think you even get that. But here, now we're getting somewhere.
Umbrella gun? No, we want to stop the zombies! Oh.
Maybe this is like the anti-zombie. This is the anti-BOW gun.
That gun will bring complete global saturation!
You know, if I just shot the umbrella gun and Wesker just showed up, he's like, hi. I'll be like, okay, I like that.
Front!
God, do you want to play Resident Evil 5 again? That was fun.
I kinda do.
That sounds revolutionary.
Every now and again, I will get comments from our old co-op Resident Evil series. And, you know, they talk about the jokes we make, talk about the gameplay we do, whether it be good or bad. And I have somebody who's going through Resident Evil 6 right now.
Ooh.
And they are basically mimicking the exact same sentiments we had.
Oh, good.
It's pretty great. Like, they agree that Chris's campaign was a total waste of time.
It's like, I don't know, that's why I like Capcom so much. They got their ups and they got their downs.
Mm-hmm. And they're downs, and they're downs, and they're downs. But they're ups.
But hey, you know, when Capcom messes up, it's just like, oh, we left some DLC on the disc and all that. They don't, like... they make some questionable decisions sometimes, but they're not, like, evil.
No, and you're gonna find that when we reach the end of this game, there's some pure evil going on. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty bad in what they did, because they've done it before!
Namco Bandai's more evil than Capcom is.
That's true.
They're not even that evil. They like to cut off the last little part of a game and sell it back to us for $10.
I mean, that's a pretty shitty practice. It would be really bad if they did it twice. Like, it would be really bad if they happened to do that.
Seriously, only Capcom exists in this city!
Yes, they do. So, this is Kichiro Plaza. This is their Japanese branch of Willamette, I guess. Everything in here just screams Tokyo. Or Akihabara.
Or Shibuya.
All those good places. It's nice and colorful, I'll give it that. This is beautiful to look at.
And yet you can still go to the shops because they still have to go to work.
Well, you see, they're the ones that dealt with this zombie outbreak first, so they're already back to regular life. As opposed to, you know, couple other places in the world, one of which we might live in. You know what's going to be interesting, looking back on this series, let's say 5 years from now?
Yeah.
I'm not even going to remember what we were referencing. But then again, I don't think I'll ever forget 2020. Ever.
Don't think anybody ever will. Not at least for another 20, 30 years.
Guess I'll give it a shot.
Alright, finally. We're getting to some of the funnier combo weapons. This is still a Christmas game, so we gotta have a Christmas-based combo weapon.
Before you can do that, gotta deal with this fucking zombie.
All the time. My punches don't even kill them. They just knock them backwards so they can do it again.
Well, it's for the challenge, Niskel. Don't you know?
I'm level 61, and I don't feel powerful. Like, there's a little something there, but I do not feel powerful.
Can you of all those upgrades you can get, can you upgrade your attack?
You can upgrade how much damage certain items deal.
Certain items?
Well, I mean, like melee, like shooty weapons, stuff like that.
By how much?
By a considerable amount. You also have a skill that increases the number of criticals you get. So, there's something there. I just still don't feel anything.
Why haven't we gotten them yet, then?
The thing is, I have.
You have?
Yes, and I still feel weak. Anyway, that's it for that. I'm done getting collectibles. Today's Capcom Hero, by the way, ignore the inconsistencies, because all of this was done in a very tipsy state. Morrigan! This is who you get for beating Chapter 4. She's pretty cool. Throws a grenade that shoots bats everywhere, and that's pretty funny.
I haven't played enough Darkstalkers to really have any opinions on Morrigan. Like, yep, this looks like Morrigan, alright, this is accurate to her fighting style. I really don't know.
Like, Morrigan is one of the more powerful of all the Capcom heroes because her attacks actually kill things. Here we go. We gotta do a lot of training. We need to catch up. I apologize. So we're gonna have a lot of sped up training. And this one, you gotta kill specific enemies. I can't figure out the significance of the ties to Ghosts and Goblins. But I do know you don't actually have to kill the monsters that have the markers on them. You just have to hit them.
Because in the first part of the game, you run through like a graveyard or whatever.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
I do like that run though. That is fun.
That's a saving grace. At least for this costume. Because there's not a lot going on here. It still sucks.
Still can't get over that. Sissel.
Yeah. Like, Sissel got a costume before Phoenix Wright did. Which, you know, to each their own, but I done thought everyone forgot about Ghost Trick, besides us.
Play Ghost Trick. It's not often where we both agree on the absolute beauty of a game together. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a 10 out of 10 from both of us. It doesn't happen too often.
Right. And correct me if I'm wrong, same guys who did Ace Attorney, yes?
I don't know if it's the same developers, but it is written by Shu Takumi, the same guy who did the original 3 and 4 Ace Attorney games.
That's why I liked it so much.
Forgot what else he did. Did he do Great Ace Attorney or whatever?
Oh, that's... That I don't know, actually. Pretty much when Great Ace Attorney got announced and it was Japan only, at least for now, I kinda stopped looking into it. But I assume so. Oh, and for those of you wondering, no. Ace Attorney and a bunch of other visual novels will not be coming to the channel because there is no point. Seeing my reaction to a game I've played before does nothing for anybody.
The only way we do a visual novel is if it was, one of us had played it, and we're showing it to the other one and think they'd get a kick out of it.
Correct. That's the reason Doki Doki Literature Club exists.
That's the reason why Spirit Hunter and NG exist.
So, no, I'm not going to be, looking at Steins Gate. I'm not going to be playing that for the internet.
Yeah, I could play Linear Bounded Pentagram for you. That'll make you cry.
Bring it. I actually don't have that one. I got the Switch version.
Yeah, I had to get Steins Gate Elite twice.
Once on Switch, once on PS4. I hate that shit. Just please release it separately.
Even on Steam, the only way you can get Linear Bounded Pentagram is if you buy Steins Gate Elite with it.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Does it cost you anymore?
No, just as much as Steins Gate Elite costs you.
Oh, okay. Then what's the point of having the regular version in the store? You get a free game with it.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, just release it all. Put it on a digital front. I want to have the complete series of Steins Gate.
Well, you still gotta get more, I mean.
Well,
as far as I can tell, aside from, the drama CDs and stuff like that, the only bit of Steins Gate game we haven't gotten yet is, the 8-bit one. Not the one that came... Nope, not the one that came with the Switch. That was that was a brand new game. That's supposed to be based on, NES games. This one was based on, the MSX. There's, you throw in text commands to do stuff.
gotcha.
It's basically a non-canon extension of the true ending.
Well, that sounds kind of cool. By the way, this
and now
training...
people are like, oh god, these guys are talking about sizing, what the hell is that?
Well, now you can go out and play it by yourselves, audience. That's the only way you'll see it, is through your own eyes. Because I'm not going to play it for the internet. My god, no.
It comes with our highest recommendation.
Yeah, see, visual novels like that, they have to be seen through your eyes. Seeing it through somebody else's eyes ruins the impact.
Especially if they're two jackasses like us, making fun of it the whole time.
Well, that's true.
Like, ha, rounders, what are there, squarers too?
Yeah, that's another reason I'm not doing Ace Attorney, because Ace Attorney is a unique kind of game where the drama is timed. I don't know how they did it, but there are certain audio stings that you have to be able to hear for that dramatic effect to just happen. Oh, it's brilliant. By the way, that last training session was hilarious. The only way to get around was using the leapfrog body slam.
We could do Ghost Trick, That's got some gameplay elements.
I'll consider it. I do love Ghost Trick.
I do love Ghost Trick, too. I think we could have some fun with that.
And it's not as dramatic as, your Ace Attorneys or your Steins Gates.
That's got a more puzzle element to it.
Yeah. Okay. Put that on the list of the millions of games I want to play with you on the channel. Add it to the list. Alright, this one's kind of funny, too. Dead Rising 4 got rid of friendly fire, which means this was, the easiest thing to do ever. And saving survivors is also 10 times easier, because you can't kill them anymore. Oh! Speaking of Ace Attorney, we got a poster.
Ace Attorney 6, the best one?
Question mark? And, I thought they were going to do, Ace Attorney as a series, but no, it's specifically Spirit of Justice.
With a reference from Ace Attorney 3.
That came out in 2016?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Games are getting older, and so am I. What do I do, UDJ?
Age with them and buy new games that you can make new memories with?
Yeah, but I want to play the old games, Forever and Beyond. That's when they were good.
Well, you still can.
Oh. I can.
You can just play them.
Oh.
Did you know that?
I do now. This episode of Dead Rising 4 is brought to you by Front Wealth. Front Wealth. Leave your poor in the back.